Hey gamers, today I'm going to be showing you how to customize F3X so that you can only build within a certain zone and players can't mess up your entire map. We'll also be going over some more advanced permissions. Make sure you have your F3X inserted from the toolbox. We'll start by creating a folder in Workspace and we'll call it bracket private building areas close bracket. So private building areas. Then we'll create a part inside of that folder. It could also be a model or anything really. It does not matter. Scale this to our area. Now we have our part. Change transparency to 1. Can collide to false. Locked to true. And this is the most important. Anchored to true. For the sake of this video, I'm going to add a selection box. I have a video on that too, by the way. This will just let us visualize where we can build. Inside of this part, we'll create a module script, and we have to call it permissions with the brackets. Then delete everything and type return and open and close brackets. Then another set of open and close brackets. And then type equals anybody. And that's it. But our players will still be able to build outside of the zone. So we're going to have to go into our F3X itself. Go into core and security. And change where it says allow public building to false. And now, if we are outside of the area, we can't place anything or do anything. And we can delete stuff too. But inside of here, we can build to our heart's content. And you'll notice that if I try to bring it outside of the zone, it kind of like bounces back. It's a little bit annoying, but it does the trick. See that? This is very smart too. You can't like resize it out. You can't even rotate it. So you basically won't have to worry about anything if you have this set up. And that's about it for that part. Now you've restricted building to one zone. Pretty simple. But here's a problem. If your users press the explore button, they can just like delete the base plate or delete the zone even if they want to. You can delete stuff even if it's outside of your zone. And that's no good. So now I'm going to show you how to disable that explorer. It's pretty simple, but it's a little bit hacky. So go into the core script, Control F, and type toggle explorer, and Command or Control / to comment these out. This is a little bit of a hacky solution. It involves editing the scripts, and it won't remove the icon, but you'll notice that if you click it, nothing happens. It's always disabled. That's pretty clear. Even if you do the shortcut, Shift H, nothing happens, so you should be good and set on that, and you can now sleep easy. Now let's go over some more advanced permissions. You can see in this security script, we can actually see everything that it looks for. So to change the security type, we go into permissions and change type to any of these options. For example, player, type equals player, and then we'll add more properties. So like player name equals me. Or you could also do player ID for a user ID. You can do both if you want to be sure, but either will work. So now we can build in here, but other people would not be able to. So you could set it to like friends and then put a player ID, and then I will check if they're friends with that person, and then they can build. A set would be like if you own a t-shirt or something. I'm not sure if you can do this with a Game Pass. Team, you can set the team itself or the team color or the team name, and I'll check for all of those. Builders Club obviously doesn't exist anymore. This is kind of an outdated script. But you can also do callback and then have your own function. So change type to callback. Callback equals function. Then you can write whatever code you want in here. But in this case, I'll just do like return true. So this would work for anyone. And you can put an argument here. So like player. So then you can check if player dot account age is greater than or equal to 30, then return true. else return false. If you return true or false, that will determine if they can build. So what I just did there is my own custom function. If your account is 30 days old or greater, you can build here, and if not, you can. And again, that's about all there is to it. Some pretty cool stuff you can do with that. Maybe F3X games, have your own plots. Maybe you could have each plot be a team, or have your own callback script for that. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Peace out.